Hello YouTube, today I am going to do a tutorial on a passcode sort of thing, where there are buttons where you can press in your code and it says access granted or it goes to another page, or if you get it wrong, let's say I put that in and it says denied and it stays here. It's also on here, this Code Academy. Code Academy is a website where it teaches people how to code. Here, there's code bits where people have their own programs, and there's a lot of languages you can learn. There's a lot like all these and more. Okay, so let's get started. So this is the code for what you just saw then that I just closed. This you can you don't actually need the actual setup because I didn't put any CSS in or anything. You could put it in your normal setup. You can put it in a body or something, but this is like all I wanted to put since I didn't feel like putting the normal setup. So here has the title of whatever you want. I just put passcode test 1, and then there's 4 buttons with the numbers. Each of them put with an on click of n equals 1, or it goes this number, n equals 2, n equals 3, n equals 4, and each of them does the function called digit. I just put digit because that's what I could think of. And this one is clear to clear the code. That puts all the numbers to 0. It puts the digit to 1, and this is putting the numbers to 0. And this one is enter code, the button you saw when I pressed enter code. Click that to say if it's access denied or access granted. It does a function called check, which is down here, check. And this is digit. I'll go over it and then do a tutorial after. And then there's just this paragraph tags with the ID of code, like passcode. Then I have the script tags here, and you can do variable passcode or whatever you can do to remember it, the code. And then it can equal to whatever number. You can change the number orders, or you can put in a random code, mass.floor, mass.random. This mass.random chooses, if it's alone, it chooses something from 0 to 1, a random number, decimal number from 0 to 1. But when you do this, it's from 0 to 4. And this mass.floor, it takes it from the decimal to it, and it rounds down, estimates down. And then there's these variables, variable 1, 2, 3, 4. They all have set to 0 except for D, which is the digit number. Like you're on digit 1, digit 2, digit 3, digit 4. That's what I did. And then C, the C is it gets this element, this paragraph element with the ID of code here. Here it sets an interval of this paragraph and its inner HTML content value. There will be a video right here that you can click on. That's my previous video. And its value or content equals to this 0, this digit 1, digit 2, digit 3, digit 4 with colons between each of them. And it has a 1 millisecond every millisecond. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but it's something that helps people see what they typed in already. This function, there is a function called digit, and this function you have to play in all of these buttons, the number buttons that you have to do. You have to do it. It doesn't have to be called digit, but it could be it. So this one, if this number is equal to 1 and the digit is 1, which is this, so this is basically 1 as the first digit, then there's 2 as the first digit, 3 as the first digit, right? Yeah, 2, 3, 4 as the first digit. Then it moves the digit number on to number digit 2, and it does the first number, or first digit input, like the first digit of the passcode that you put in. It's confusing. To that number that you clicked. It's kind of confusing, but I can explain it more. So it does that with all of the digit numbers 2, 3, and 4. And else you just put console.log error. This console log puts it where, like, let's see, if you go here, you press F12 on, and it comes in here. So example is console log something, then it logs this something here. So that's basically what the console log is. And then there's this function called check, where here, when you press the enter code button, it checks it. It runs the function check, and it sees if this, your input with the colons here, all the colons are dividers for the numbers, so the numbers doesn't just add up into the big number. And it equals this passcode, the passcode variable up here, which is also separated with the colons. If that is equal to that, the passcode, it alerts access is granted and it resets everything. So it puts the digit to 1, digit number to 1, and it puts all of the other numbers to 0. And else, if it's not this or anything else, then it alerts access denied, and it puts all these, and it resets. And that's it. So here. So you can start off with your basic setup if you want to. I am going to, but you don't need to. You can just do, you don't need it like this. You can just put normal. It's, at first it's weird programming without your body tag and your head tag, but you can do it so you feel comfortable. This is just like first version of it. It doesn't have like all the tags, HTML tag or stuff. So passcode test. So you can have a title of anything. Start off with that. Then you need 6 buttons. Wait. A cool feature of Notepad++ is that you can like type one line, and then if you need the same thing for more lines, you can just do Control-D for as many times you need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you can do it to all, but 4 is the best because you don't want your code to be too long. Like this is already like 112 lines just for 4 numbers. But yeah, if you want to do more, you can do more. Then you can put one with a message that tells people that it clears the code. and this one, it enter the code like so it checks it. So I'm going to put that to check. This one to clear. I'm going to make a function clear, but in this one I just reset it in here. This time I'm going to make a function clear because you need to reset it a lot of times. Excuse me. Then you'll need a BR tag. It's the next line tag basically. And then you have paragraphs with an ID of anything really. So I'm just going to put code. Then you need script tags. Remember to keep saving it every time. Type a couple lines. So in here, you can start off with your variable passcode or whatever, and you can put an order. But you can separate it with anything, but I just choose colons because that's easiest for me. I'm going to put in pi with the number 2. Okay, so you have to double check if it's all divided with semicolons. If it's not, then it's going to be really weird and different. Then you start with the variable n or whatever. N is easier. It's number. Don't put n because that's a different thing. Then put d, set it to 1. This is going to be the digit number, and this is going to be the number here. And put the variable of your 4 numbers in here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Variable O, and set them all to 0. So after you're done that, then you can do this document.getElementById for this paragraph tag here. So you can put it to anything. I'll just put C, short for the code. Code, it gets this element, which is ID. Then you can put the sent interval right now, or you can do or you can just do something that updates this every time you press it. So c.inner HTML is equal to this O, T, TH, and F. Yeah, so so you do this. Next, you make a function called whatever. This is going to be run in every button click, except the enter code and the clear code. Call it whatever. I'll just call it digit as I did here. Make a function digit. Then in here, this will check the N's and the D's, which is, so you have to get a lot of else if statements. So if, oh wait, yeah, so come back up here real quick and put n is equal to 1, or whatever this number is. So n equals 2, n equals 3, and n equals 4. This will work on mobile, but you'll have to spread the buttons out a little bit more if you want it to work like that. And then after that, after this n equals whatever number, you put this function name here so it runs it. So just put digit. Take more time. There. That's easier. Okay. So get your if else statement. Then you do in the else you do console.log whatever message so you know that something's wrong. I'll just put error again. And if n is equal to 1 and this stands for and, two and signs, and d is equal to 1, then O is equal to this number, and D is that number, and D is equal to the next number. Well, you can just do D++, but yeah. Okay. Then you need to do this for all of it. N equals 2 and D equals 1. So you need to do that. Need to keep doing that. So copy, paste, 3, 4, 4, and 3. So when this is pressed, it sets n to the number 3, or yeah, when you let's say you press 3, n equals 3, it runs digit. So that means it checks what digit it's on. It's on 1. Okay, and number equals 3. Okay, so the first number here, this O, that is going to equal this first number. That O is equal to this number n, which is 3. And this D equals 2. You can just put O equals n. That will also work. But I'm just going to put it so you can see it easier. Then you can just copy all this. Paste it again. Copy that. So you just keep raising it. So T 3 T 3 and F. Yeah, just T. And then if its digit is equal to 2, then you need to do this for all of the digit numbers. The digit number 3 equals 3. 3. You just have to keep doing this until you're all done. Yeah, 4 actually. And then keep saving it, or else you'll have to do this all over. And then D equals 5, and then there's nothing else. Then F, 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 F. Then you need a function called check, or whatever you put up in this answer here. And that will check if this O plus the colon. So I'll just copy this so it's quicker. Is equal to the passcode, which is 3142. Then you do an else. Then you can do whatever. Alert access denied. and then do this clear function. This does alert, access granted, access granted, and then do clear. Okay, now to do the function called clear. This function clears is basically this whole thing. Just copy that and take the vars out. Need to, because then you'll just be restating it, and that's going to have an error. Okay, so that's it. Let's test it out. Okay, here. So this updates itself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear. Uh-oh. It's not working. Okay, so let's see what's wrong with this. Clear. Function clear. Let's go back and see what the console says. I think it's this text isn't updating. So let's see. Maybe see. Oh man. Oh, this is, the variables are inside a function, so you have to put it in here for it. So just copy and paste it and put spaces in between, so you know it's not just like one big line. Okay, so copy that, this line here, delete this clear, and just paste that there, and it should work now. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Access denied. It resets. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Yes, so it works. Now let's see when you put it in. Access granted. So, thank you for watching. Subscribe and like if you liked this tutorial. Comment if you have something that you think that I should do, like another tutorial or to review something, and I'll do it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.